A reading from the book of Jeremiah. See, days are coming, oracle of the Lord, when I will raise up a righteous branch for David. As king, he shall reign and govern wisely. He shall do what is just and right in the land. In his days, Judah shall be saved. Israel shall dwell in security. This is the name to be given him, the Lord our justice. Therefore, the days are coming, oracle of the Lord, when they shall no longer say, as the Lord lives, who brought the Israelites out of the land of Egypt, but rather, as the Lord lives, who brought the descendants of the house of Israel up from the land of the north, and from all the lands to which I banished them. They shall again live on their own soil.
Today, as we gather for the second lesson of our journey of Advent lessons and carols, we are reminded that if we wait with hopeful expectation, we can find joy on our journey. There's a story about a young couple who brought their first home. They got a great deal on it because it was a fixer-upper. The only problem was that once they paid the closing costs and moved in, there was not any money left to fix up the fixer-upper. The wife took this pretty hard. She tried to be patient, but each year something else would be added to the list. First, the garage door broke. Then it was the furnace. Following, appliance repairs or replacements. All this over and above the budgeted and emergency funds to be raised. They needed to raise a family. Their children were grown before her dream finally came true. But oddly enough, she admitted it was perfect timing. Our lesson today is also about waiting. Jeremiah, like many Old Testament prophets, predicted the coming of Christ hundreds of years before Jesus was born. The Jews could only hope and pray he would come during their lifetime. And after Jesus was born, the shepherds, who were the first to visit the long-awaited Messiah, would need to wait another 30 years before they might hear of him again. The same was true for the wise men, the Magi, who came from the east and then returned to their country after finding the newborn king in a stable. Instead of being discouraged, however, they were overjoyed at seeing the star, the baby, and were content to find their answer in the journey itself. During the Advent season, the Church reminds us to be hopeful and even joyful in our journey of waiting. Let us continue to trust God's eternal plan for our lives, even if we're anxious, lost, or confused. The Lord will give us the grace we need to wait for God's perfect timing.
Lord, today we have seen your glory dawn follows the night. We, your people who walked in darkness, now have seen a great light. A child is born, a son given us, on him dominion shall rest. His name shall be Wonderful God, Counselor, Prince of Peace. Lord, today we have seen your glory dawn follows the night. We, your people who walked in darkness, now have seen a great light.
The Lord is King, the nations rejoice. Let all God's people be glad. The heavens proclaim justice for all. Glory has filled the land.
Lord, today we have seen your glory dawn follows the night. We, your people who walked in darkness now, have seen a great light. O Bethlehem, you are from of old, too small among Judah's clans. From you shall come a ruler this day, shepherd to guide the land. Lord, today we have seen your glory dawn follows the night. We, your people who walked in darkness now, have seen a great light.
The days will come, the Lord promised us, when God would raise up a shoe to rule the land, reign as a king, whose name is Lord the Just.
Lord, today we have seen your glory dawn follows the night. We, your people who walked in darkness now, have seen a great light. New light has dawned upon all the just, gladness for upright of heart. Rejoice in the Lord, you faithful ones, give thanks to God's great name. Lord, today we have seen your glory dawn follows the night. We, your people who walked in darkness now, have seen a great light. Lord, today we have seen your glory dawn follows the night. We, your people who walked in darkness now, have seen a great light.
Lord, you promised that your reign would bring the justice that would never end. May we help to bring this justice in our time. Amen.